I am only going to go over a few questions that remain on the fractions packet. When you are done with the work today, please record all your answers on your worksheet and then go to Google Classroom to upload all your answers onto the quiz that's posted there. So the first one I'm going to go over with you, just to help you out, is question number 6, which will show up as 16 on the quiz. So the question reads, on which number line below does point L not represent a fraction greater than 3/8? So the first thing you need to do is you need to find the fraction for each of the number lines. So you go and you start counting all the little lines. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my denominator will be 10, and L has the numerator 3. For question F, I will compare 3/10 is greater than 3/8. Now remember, your answer you're looking for does not represent a greater fraction. Compare the two fractions and then go ahead and find the fractions for the number lines G, H, and J. The next question that I'm going to go over is number 7, which will show up as 17 on the Google quiz. So this question says, Hunter and Kyle are each reading the same book. Hunter has read 5/8 of the book and Kyle has read 5/10 of the book. Which model below correctly compares the fractions 5/8 and 5/10? So the first thing you need to do is you need to write the fraction for each one of the models. Remember that you're looking for the fractions 5/8 and 5/10. So I'm going to do the model for letter A first. So on the first model, there are 13 parts with 5 shaded. The second fraction model shows 5/15. So right away I can tell that A is going to be wrong because I do not have the same fractions that are shown in the question. So A is completely out. So you're going to go ahead and finish up by writing down the fractions for each one, and then you're going to have to compare it to the equation that they're given to you. So for example, B, the fraction that you would get here is 5/8 and 5/10. Make sure you use the same symbol. So it would be less than. Once you verify that these two fractions are the ones that you need, you come back up and you look at the problem. I need 5/8 and 5/10, which is what I have. Then you can go ahead and compare the two fractions to see if it's a correct statement. So you will complete the work for choices B, C, and D. Okay, the last question is number 10, which will show up as question 20 on the Google Forms quiz. Philip and Tony are comparing their sports cards collection. The table below shows the number of sports cards each boy owns. Who owns a greater fraction of football cards? So this requires you to do several things. The first thing you need to do is you need to find out what is the total amount of cards that Philip has and Tony has. So you have to add all the cards together. So once you find that amount, you're only looking for football cards. So you only want to look for the numbers that represent how many football cards Philip and Tony have. So now you have the number to get the numerator and the denominator. Once you have that, look to see that those numbers are the ones that you need in your answer choices, and then you're just going to compare it to the equation. And also you need to pay attention to the names that are given to make certain that they match up to your fractions. So finish your work, make sure you record your answers on your paper, and then you will upload just your answer onto the Google Forms in our classroom. The assignment is posted under the topic March 30th through April 3rd.